diagonal knee to elbow. It's pretty self-explanatory. You take your diagonal, so your knee, that is not your knee. Trust me, I know the body. I do. You're going to take your elbow and you're going to take it to the diagonal knee. So it's going to reach across the front. This is another great example of a quadruped movement that's asking you to use those opposite arms and legs. This is one that I work on a lot because it's just so important in creating balance and stability in the body, coordinating your brain for your opposites to move. The body likes to move in these diagonals. It's kind of how we're designed. And it all falls back into our gait when we walk, because we'll always walk opposite arm swings when we take that step. And these are just kind of movements that simulate that in a different environment that are asking you to add load, whether it's through a weight or whether it's with gravity, just to train the stability of your joints. It's a great one for getting more strength through your hips so that you avoid trips, slips and falls, and other injuries that come, especially if you're playing a sport that requires you quick movements from your from one foot to the other and stuff like that, any sort of running, and even martial arts. So we're going to look a little bit closer at it, because what you're going to find is balance is becoming a bit of a challenge, not necessarily on that outreach, but bringing it back in to meet. So it's going to come in and everything's going to tuck, and then it's going to extend back out. Now you may have to do any number of these before coming down. You may notice as I reach out, as I come back in, I'm not trying to keep my arm straight. So what I want to do is, as I reach my arm out, I'm going to let my hand rotate and bring my elbow in. So I'm going to end up palm up. So come out, palm down, breathing in, come palm up. It's because that's the natural way our arms like to move. They do like a 40, almost like what kind of a turn is that? Like a quarter turn or half? I don't know. Whatever percentage or fraction turn it is, you'll find your limbs will want to naturally have this rotation. So we don't want to fight that, because it makes it harder for one. It limits the ability to move. You might find that trying to keep your palm facing down and doing it actually limits your shoulder's ability to get the same range and let your muscles move in the same way. So you're going to let that rotation happen as you tuck your elbow in, and this is going to be much kinder on your shoulder. This is a really great one for getting your glutes working, so getting your butt firing, getting those back muscles just waking up, because you're asking them to flex. So they're going to, when you reach out, your back muscles are going to stretch and they're going to get tight to stabilize. And then as you come into tuck, they're going to extend and they're going to round off a little and get a bit of a stretch, and they're going to tighten and they're going to relax. It's a really good way to get blood flow in. Just get the little signals that your brain sends down through your body to different parts of your body to wake up those muscles so that you can actually get all of the necessary signal to have a stable movement. Because what can often happen when we don't do certain movements, the little, they're called neural pathways. So the little signals, imagine you've got a text message that you send out, that's the brain, it texts your hand to move. But sometimes, if we don't do a certain movement very often, then the message might get lost somewhere, or it might get some of the message come through, but doesn't quite get all of it. So you'll end up with the hand kind of going, I'm doing something here and it's kind of working, but doesn't get quite the full signal. So the more we do a movement, the clearer the message becomes to that particular muscle group. And we always want to challenge our bodies to move in as many ways as possible, because that allows our brain to get complete signals to all the muscle groups we need, which help us to move safer, keep us stable, keep us coordinated, and just allow for us to be able to function without risks of injury or imbalances. Yeah. Enjoy.